welcome.
Thank you
Today
very
we have
much.
the founder, Angelika Kammann,
Yes,
of Société Angelique,
exactly.
which is based in Germany. Could you start off with telling me a little bit about your brand?
Sure. So it was founded in 2020 and during pandemic, which I thought was the right timing to do something.
You as the only person on the planet.
Well, I think there are a couple more. There are a couple of more Parisian brands that I know that founded also in 2020. But yes, I think seasons like that or a pandemic or something that is happening on the world needs change, and I want to make change in the fashion industry. I want to establish change in the fashion industry, and that's why I founded Société Angelique in 2020.
What did you see in the current fashion industry at that time that you would like to shake up? What did you go again?
I can go on. Yes.
Please elaborate.
First of all, sustainability. I've been in fashion since a long time, and I worked for big brands, small brands, and I saw that sustainability is not at the forefront. And I wanted to create a company where each piece is thought through. You can never be at 100% sustainable, but you have to move forward and you have to think out the pieces that they become the most sustainable. And that's what I wanted to create. Second, it's transparency. I have a QR code at each garment where you can see where it's made, where the fabric is coming from, who has touched it, and the exact composition. I think this is very, very important to be transparent in our day's time. And I saw it at the time that transparency is still not so much there. Delivery dates, another big theme.
Big issue.
So, exactly. So the very early delivery of fall, for example, in summertime. I still haven't touched this issue because I think the buyers are still on this.
And with climate change and everything going on, maybe even like the seasons don't make that much sense because you can still be in need of like not like a full-on winter coat in the winter, and you can still maybe like be using like a lot of the clothing year round, and maybe that's even better as well that you use all of your wardrobe.
Yes. I actually have, I'm not doing seasons, but I have a season which is more winter driven, but you always have summer pieces in there, and you have a summer season that is more summery. But you always have like summer and winter in one collection, in both collections.
And how many items does a collection consist of?
26, sometimes 33. So that is the main...
So quite a sharp, curated ensemble. How would you describe your design approach and your aesthetics?
Yeah, my design approach is I would like to describe the idea of how because I start sketching and I create the volume, and by sketching I create the volume, and I work with wonderful team of pattern makers and seamstresses that are then interpreting this volume. Then I sketch the technical part, and by that I'm like lately I was described as very detailed orientated, and then by sketching the technical part you have I think about the interior. It is almost like a little Mercedes, and that's what I want to bring back to the customers, that fashion is like we are seeing the whole thing. We are seeing the volume, the fabric that has to be in there, that has to have the right fall. And that is, for me, that is the design process. But each collection is inspired by art. I am like a big art lover, and I have a theme for each collection. And for example, this theme is Lover's Lane. Amazing. So join us on Lover's Lane. And it was a club in my hometown, which was founded by Günther Netzer, a big football a star at the time, and he was with his wife. She was a model, so he inspired me, and the whole collection is then going back to this beautiful look, he had a lot of turtlenecks and going back also to wonderful qualities. I have alpaca with yaks. You have and see and touch, and I have a beautiful double face in alpaca as well. Then 100% wool, and it's really going back to the classic fabrics, which are the base for Société Angelique.
Amazing. You compare it to a Mercedes, but it also like almost composing music. Like, you need all of the elements for it to become into a symphony.
Yes.
Your brand emphasizes craftsmanship and attention to detail. How do you ensure that it's not only reflected in the collections, but also to communicate it to the audience? Because a lot of things get lost if you only have like the digital representation.
Exactly.
So, like I imagine the physical meeting with your lines are very important.
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, we make beautiful lookbooks, of course, and I love also telling this story through the lookbook. And shooting is like the beautiful photos is one of the most important parts also to tell the story. But then the detail, of course, is transferred when the client and the customer is coming to see it. So CIFF is a wonderful place, and also together with Neudeutsch. When I'm there, and I like to sell also, so I like to be present to the people and tell them about my product. Then they see it, and that's the most important thing. And yet they touch it. You have to feel it. You have to wear it. And for example, this alpaca I was talking about is yak alpaca. I was talking about is very much like all the people down there at Neudeutsch. When they touch it, they are like, "Oh wow, that's beautiful." So yes, and the customer has to see it.
Yeah. And what do you think about like in the current climate, the importance of like now Neudeutsch has come here to see if like the whole collaboration between nations? Is that something that you feel impacts your business as well? That we are able to collaborate?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, that's the most important thing. I think, with CIFF, for me, as I'm a young brand, let's say, it is, for me, it's the first step outside Germany. And I feel it's so much better to communicate with international public. So, because I get a lot of more feedback also, and it is really important that we step out of our boxes and go and communicate to everybody. So CIFF is one wonderful place together with Neudeutsch, but I would like, and now I'm going to Paris also, and to show there to get more international recognition, which is important for a brand.
Obviously. Both Danish and German fashion has like they're known for being practical and Nordic but it's so much more than that. What would you wish that people knew about the German fashion scene as of today?
Ooh, good question. That was not in my...
No. Taking you by surprise.
German fashion is... I think that I have to divide it, because there are amazing brands in Germany right now that are super creative and very much touching also the time, because I think with the brand and with creativity, you have to be at the right time. And I think there are new brands in Germany that are totally there. I can name a few there, which is Richard Beil, and mostly showing in Berlin. There is Avenir, which was with us last time. There is Lou de Bertoli, which is beautiful, also from Berlin. So there is a lot of creativity, which I think Germany is not as well known for this Danish design, maybe as well. I'm not so familiar with that. But I think what is important for Germany is that also the end customer is also very interested, but also like retail has to give a chance to creativity.
Yeah.
And there are lots of beautiful stores also that for example, I'm working with Hechler und Nickel in Germany from Darmstadt, which is a wonderful store, and she's giving
you a platform
for creativity. But I think there is a difference between the creativity that is in Germany right now and the willingness of for chances of creativity.
Yeah.
And that would make in the end Germany seen, or like also Danish fashion seen as a much more creative platform.
Yeah, I completely agree. What do you hope when people here at CIFF Collection, what do you hope they will take away from this one that you're sharing right now?
That's what I said earlier. For example, like the love and the for creativity, also transparency, amazing design, and also, as I said, join us on Lovers Lane.
Yeah.
Because it is the return to beautiful fabric is, and the value for it is very important for me, and I think I would love to spread this energy and give the people this energy that by wearing something where you know where it's coming from, you have the transparency, you have the beautiful fabric, then you feel better yourself. Mm-hmm. And I think that is also what I would like people in general to see more, is that like food, where we are already better, we want to know where the food is coming from, and we know what is doing to our body now. So with fashion, that's a little bit the same thing, and we can work more on that.
Yeah.
And I would love to give that to.
And maybe also being a little bit less trend driven, so you actually buy pieces that you want to use.
Yes.
Spend for many pieces.
Yes, exactly.
Do you ensure that your collections can intermingle?
Yes. Oh yeah. I do. I have always from my past collection, I have always 1 or 2 items that are going inside. I have also like wonderful basics that are sold throughout all the collections, which is, for example, 100% wool turtleneck, which I have done for the first collection, and it's still selling and people are still demanding it. It's done in Germany, but the retail is not that high. It's 299 in the store, so this is only possible by whole garment.
Yeah.
But I just did a shooting also where I collected items from the first collection, and they work very well with the one now. Of course, this is when we are going bigger. This will be like the challenge to keep it still like that, but definitely that is one point of sustainability. And I always tell my customer as well that it's better to buy a high-class garment, and then you can keep it for many seasons and restyle it differently. This is even written on our website.
Yeah. Amazing. Well, enjoy CIFF, and thank you so much for coming.
Thank you very much. I'm very happy to have the possibility to be with CIFF and also Neudeutsch, and that's a great chance for us. Thank you.
We're so happy to have you.